feel that.
You guys
I
are
feel it.
ridiculous.
Hey, Ray, I'm excited about this backfield, man. I mean, you got Ken Walker. I didn't even realize. I looked up Ken Walker's stats. He didn't fumble one time last year, right? He takes care of the football. Then you add Charbonnet. You still got DJ Dallas. You got Kenny McIntosh. As an offensive lineman, when you look at that running back room, I mean, obviously you do your job, but does it get you excited to? I mean, right? You like to play downhill anyway, run blocking, right? I mean, you look at that running back room. What are your thoughts?
Well, to me, the running back room, tells the offensive line, it kind of solidifies or validates what Pete says is that they're going to run the ball. Like, you don't invest in the running back room like that to then go throw the ball 50 times a game. And so as an offensive lineman, like I've always said, when you started playing football, most of all of us were playing defense somewhere. And so you just want to smash somebody. So when you get to offense, you want to do the same thing. And you don't get to do that passing the ball. And so, like, the fact that they've invested in the running back room this way, to me, I mean, I would be excited as an offensive lineman because I know we're gonna get our share of downs where we get to impose our will on the other dude. And people don't understand. Like, you can throw out all the freaking data points and when to throw it, how often to throw it, or da 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 da. But the data doesn't speak for when you're freaking busting someone's what, and they don't want to rush the quarterback. They want to get off the field. They're doing a little helmet tap, going like, "Hey, I need a break." That comes when you dominate someone physically. Yeah. The data does not catch that. The data doesn't capture that. You know what I'm saying? The data doesn't capture when you've taken someone's will. Like when you've driven them so hard into the ground, Mike, you feel their soul go out their body. The data doesn't collect that. And then so now when it's time to throw the ball, it just makes it so much easier. Those dudes are slowed down. They're beaten up. They're tired of like trying to get off blocks and make tackles and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like if I was an offensive lineman, like I'm getting excited. I'm sitting in the AC sweating because you got me all like jacked up about running the football, Big Mike.
Hey, you first you got me all
His
calm.
bump is flexing right now.
You got me hyped right now. Driving to the ground. You feel his soul leave his body. That's some O-line talk right there,
Oh, my God. I just need to let two former players just have this conversation on their own and be like, let's go. Let's go. Like, no, Bump, we still have 2 hours. Hey, I actually like this topic, though. I love this topic, and I'm glad that we're staying on it because, Ray, what I want to know is it feels like sometimes the Seahawks have been that team and other times they haven't, right? They haven't been able to be that tough, physical team consistently. So what teams do that well and how? Like, is there a common denominator with teams who are able to be the kind of offense Carroll wants to be?
Well, the thing I can think about, especially in the running game, is the Cleveland Browns. The connectedness between their running back room and their offensive line is freaking amazing. Like it's almost like when Sean Alexander came and raised the flag, and he said that his connectedness to the offensive line was so good that they could block the play wrong, and everyone knew exactly what they should be doing it wrong, and they would still make yards. That's what creates a really good run game. And the other part of it is that you have to have the talent, and you have to have dudes that are healthy. So you have to have consistency with the starting lineup. You can't have guys shifting in and out, in and out, in and out. The one thing that I really think will help too is that the Seahawks have gotten away from trying to convert defensive linemen to offensive linemen, or the guard to the tackle, or the tackle to the center. They went out and got dudes that have masters and PhDs in what they do. If you look at Olu, I think in his college career has played almost 1,000 snaps or something like that. It's unbelievable amount of number, 3,000 snaps or something. And so he's played center his entire life. And then if you look at Bradford has moved around a little bit, but his last couple of years he's been at guard. And so in your 2 tackles I got last year, they were PhDs in tackles. And so I think that matters when you're not trying to move dudes around and figure out who they are and who they're not and what they can do and what they can't do. Give me a right guard, give me a left guard, give me a center, a right and left tackle, and let's freaking line up and go. And so I think that connectedness has to happen between the running back room and the offensive line room so that you can have that kind of consistency and physicality.